Welcome back, Gizmo fans. It's Mike. Guess what? We're not doing gizmos today. I'm going to talk you through what I did to restore a guitar that was very dear to me in my gigging days. I'm not going to be ultra technical. There's loads of videos on how to spray guitars and all the rest of it. I'm just going to talk you through the various stages, show you what the befores and afters were like, and hopefully you'll get something out of that. Let's go. First up, here's a few shots of the guitar in action at the local rehearsal studio. Suffice to say, heavily gigged, very beaten up, badly repaired at the socket position, very dirty fretboard, needs a lot of work. Next up is a flyby of the guitar body after its first sand. I used a combination of 100 grit and 125 grit for this on a block for sanding flat. One of the jobs I had to do to get it back to its former glory was fill a hacked out hole, which I did back in my gigging days for the jack socket. But we needed to fill the hole for this, which I used normal automotive filler. When I was taking the parts off the guitar, I needed somewhere handy to put them all to make sure I didn't lose them. And this is my spray setup. Obviously I haven't got a proper spray booth or anything like that at home. So I used the decking outside and an old chair and basically a piece of wood screwed to the neck position on the body, just hooked underneath the arm, and it did the job. As you can see, not ideal. Obviously you've got to contend with insects flying around and the like, but the end result worked out well, as I hope you'll agree when you see the guitar later. This is the guitar after its final lacquer coat has gone off. It's still curing at that time. This shot shows the guitar prepped for applying the RF shielding paint, which is quite cheap, and I'd thoroughly recommend doing this to any guitar you're doing mods to or working on. This is how the jack socket turned out. This shot shows how the electronics are starting to come together. So this is a test placement of all the bits on the guitar apart from the bridge, just to make sure everything's going to fit okay before I start putting the neck on and all of that. This is the original Carla Floyd Rose licensed tremolo bridge. I was very fortunate, as all the pieces relating to the bridge and the locking nut are original. I had to just buy some new dome screws for the locking nut, but they are correct to the original in appearance. So I was very pleased with that. I gave it a good clean up and there weren't much wrong with it, so all I did was I touched it up with some black paint stick paint, which you can get off eBay. They're really good for just minor jobs, and it's like a little stick with a built-in brush, and that's what I use for that, so nothing amazing there. And this is the guitar more or less in its finished form, minus the strings and the pickup fixing kit. I'd say at this point that I got the paint from a company called Kit Built Guitars in the UK, and the kits were excellent. It came with the colour, which is Daphne blue, the lacquer and the primer. Okay, let's give it a go through the old Katana Mini. Get a bit of gain going on. A single coily split coil sound. This is my fat one. Bit fatter. Yes, Katana Minis do chuck.